So, good evening. I'm sorry, I'm slightly late. I didn't realize how time moved a little bit fast. So, anyway, today is it's Easter, and I want to wish you a happy Easter. I want to wish you and your families a happy Easter. I hope you had some time to pray and reflect on the meaning of Easter. I had a good experience out here. It was my first time celebrating Easter here. It was good. It was very good. Um, uh, and there was one incident that happened at church, last night on Easter Vigil. You see, on Easter Vigil, basically, what we have the Passion of Christ, okay, where we remember, the journey of Jesus Christ to the cross. So we have the way of the cross, and then afterwards, Jesus Christ, is betrayed. Then of course he carries the cross, and at the end of the day is crucified and dies. So on this happens on Friday. So then on Saturday when Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ is in the tomb. Friday he dies. Jesus Christ on Saturday is in the tomb. So in the tomb, as Catholic Church, we don't celebrate Mass on Saturday. We don't celebrate Mass on Saturday. And the church is, there are no lights in church. So at some point, when we are about to start the Easter Vigil, that's when we light up the candle, So that candle, usually if you go to Catholic Church, you will see the big candle stand, put in front on the altar. That is the Easter candle. That is the Easter candle. So yesterday, as we were doing that ceremony, at one point, that Easter candle was broken. It fell and it broke. And it really happened at a time when, we were trying to light up our candles, because in the church, it's dark. So you go and light up your candle, and you have the flames of the candles in church. I'm sure you have seen this, where there are no lights, and then you only have these flames of candles. Those candles are lit from the Easter candle, and that very Easter candle broke when a few people had, of course, lit. So anyway, it had to be taken back and repaired, and later on brought back. Now, my meaning of that, it was a special meaning. Much as it was just an accident, it was a special meaning in the sense that, you see, even our life is like that. I looked at that symbolism as a sign of our lives. Our life sometimes is broken. Our life sometimes is broken. Our life sometimes is full of challenges. Our life sometimes, we lack, we don't have. And we go to Jesus Christ. We go to Jesus Christ, so that he can, fix our lives. Fix our lives. And that is exactly how I felt yesterday. I felt, my life needs to be fixed, because there's so much going on, and really not very positive things. It's not my wish that I'm here. It's not my desire that I should live separate from my wife, separate from my children. It's not my desire. And my prayer this time around of Easter, I was just praying that may God fix my life. May God fix my life. Because really that is what Easter is all about. Easter is, reminding us of the challenges of our lives. And, remembering that Jesus Christ did actually suffer for us, so that we can have that salvation. And when we have that salvation, we have the freedom. So I pray to you that during this Easter, you may bring whatever challenges that you have in your lives, bring them to God, with this Easter, so that, somehow you can be fixed and emerge victorious on Sunday. Today, Jesus Christ is risen. Can we also be risen from, our difficulties in our lives, from our challenges in our lives? Can we be victorious? Yes, it may not happen today, but may we have our Easter. That was actually my message to my wife when I wrote her a text message. I said, we are going through these challenges, but may we have our Easter one day. May we have our Easter one day. May you have that Easter one day. That is how I felt, and that has been my reflection for this Easter. But you see, this is not just in this other life. Even, politics. Politics plays a very big role in our lives. Most of the challenges that we have are as a result of the politics, the way we play politics, or the way other people play politics. Most of the challenges that you have, because most of the challenges, basically, mostly, you find that they emanate from, your economic status. Most of the challenges emanate from the economic status. It's either, you are broke. It's either you don't have a job. It's either, you are doing business and business is not going right. You are not being paid. Things are not moving. It's either, you are struggling at school because you don't have school fees, because you don't have this and that. Most of our challenges, they start from the economic point of view. Even the issues in our marriages and everything, they start from there. They start from there. Somebody was just telling, I just read somewhere, somebody was saying that, women will say, no, I'm going to divorce him because he has cheated. Yeah, mostly, especially if this woman has got a financial backbone. I mean, they'll easily leave you. Women who are financially well off, they hardly put up with the nonsense of the man. They hardly put up with the nonsense of the man. They will leave. They will leave. Economic status. Usually, and when there is no money in the house, it's a problem. It's a problem. So, and these things, they are connected to politics. They are connected to politics. So, it matters how we do our politics. It matters how we do our politics. How you do our politics, because some of you say, no, me, I'm not a politician. Okay, fine, you're not a politician, and then you have politician messing up. You have politician messing up, affecting your life, and you say, no, me, I'm not a politician. Me, I don't do politics. You don't do politics, but you pay taxes. You don't do politics, but you are a consumer. You don't do politics, but you need to work, and you need good conditions of service. So, you should be very careful when you come out, the attitude that you pick when you talk about politics. You should be very, very careful. You should be careful. And this attitude that you have of, no, I mean, Hakainde, it's Hakainde. That's it. It's Hakainde, that's it. It's Hakainde. No, Edgar Lungu, it's Edgar Lungu, that's it. It's Munduvile, that's it. It's none, it's, you attach emotions to politics, and you allow things to mess up. You allow things to mess up. And unfortunately, this is what I've come to find out. What I've come to find out, I was reflecting about this. Politics is also like a relationship, a love relationship or intimate relationship. There is a time when a politician is loved by people. And no matter what you say, they will not just hear you. They will not just hear you. And this is my message to my fellow politicians out there. That be very careful the way you handle politics, the way you criticize others, the way you wish others would not be in their offices. Be very careful. Why? Because there is a time when people are just impervious. People are just impervious. No matter what you say, they will not listen to you. They will not listen to you, no matter what you say about, Chilufya Tayali. You can say something about Chilufya Tayali, depending on the stage at which people are. If it is that stage where Chilufya Tayali, people are just vibing Chilufya Tayali, and the mob psychology plays a big role. If the mob psychology has gone, it is Chilufya Tayali, Tayali. No matter what you say, you will come and say, no, Tayali is Mushani Nabwadi. People will say, no, we don't care. No, Tayali is whatever. They will not listen. They will not listen. And this has happened on different occasions. On different occasions. When Chiluba was coming, I can even start with Wakaunda. Wakaunda in the 1960s, in the early 1960s, 1962, 1963, Wakaunda was loved. And 1964, he became president. Of course, he was first prime minister in 1963. And he was that because people loved him. He became president, and later on he changed the constitution and whatever. People were just, clapping for him. They were just clapping for him. He banned in Kumbula, by the way. He fought in Kumbula, he fought in Bakapwepwe, and people just loved him at that time. That is why they even changed the constitution. They changed the constitution. You remember, to change the constitution before, you needed a 2/3 majority. But Wakaunda, because he was so loved and his people at one point, they changed that only the Bill of Rights do you need the 2/3 majority. Only the Bill of Rights. This is why you have now, when you have some of these laws being changed, by a simple majority because of Wakaunda. Before this bill, this cyber law you are talking about, it wouldn't have been changed until you have a 2/3 majority. But Wakaunda changed it at that time because they wanted to change, from multipartyism to one-party state. So they changed it. And 1973, they brought, they removed multipartyism. They brought one-party state because they had changed. They had a referendum which allowed the party in power to change the party in power, because the party in power, usually they are the majority. So they changed. And this is why today we are having laws which you may not agree with passing through parliament by a simple majority. That's all. They just raise their hands. They change. Even now we have this bill, these amendments. These amendments, of course, the amendments will need the 2/3 majority. But some of these laws, they go through because by a simple majority. So anyway, my point is that there was a time when Kaunda was so much loved that no matter what you said about Kaunda, chimuna kwa tuwekata kumulilo, like they used to say, Kaunda mulilo, waikatako wapia. Is it Kaunda mulilo or unip mulilo? Unip mulilo. Kaunda wamuyaya. He was loved at that point. But when it came to the 1980s, after especially 1984, things changed. Things totally changed. Akaunda was now, ni fonko, what? And came Chiluba. Chiluba was loved. He won with, majority. From there, we had Mwanawasa. He had a little bit of a challenge to be elected. But anyway, he went through. But there was a time when also Mwanawasa was loved. No matter what you said about Mwanawasa, people didn't listen to you. Mwanawasa struggled to win a 2001 elections. But 2006, he won again. You see, so there was that time. Then, of course, Arabi. Now, anyway, fast forward, we can talk about Haka in the Ichidem. Be very careful. Some of you think that I don't know what I'm doing. Some of you think that, no, Tayali speaks from a certain motivation. Tayali's motivation is money. You give him money, he will speak whatever it is. If it is that easy, why don't you buy me, Kaidi? Eh? Why don't those people that you support, why don't they buy me? If it is about money. If it is about money, why don't those people you support, why don't they buy me? Eh? And it is only Tayali speaks whoever has paid him. When I support you, then you don't pay me. Eh? Because when I'm supporting you, you don't come up to say, yeah, the money we paid him, has worked. You never do that. You never do that. And for how long have I been in politics? Why hasn't somebody come and exposed me to say, I paid Tayali so much, so that he can have this view? I mean, I speak from my conscience. I speak from what I believe in. If you agree with me and if you give me something, it's not that you are buying my opinion. No, you can't buy my opinion. Yes, you can help me. You can help me financially, whatever it is. You can help me, but you cannot buy my opinion. You can't. You can't buy my opinion because I don't come here and look into this camera and lie to myself. No, I don't. I don't. When I support you, no, I'm a good man. I'm a good man. I'm a very objective man. Like these days, by you PND, you are now you have grown. Now you are on a good trajectory. I'm just agreeing with you with certain issues. Tomorrow I will not agree with you on something that I may think is wrong. So don't waste your time to shower me with some political manipulation of saying, hey, we agree with you. Hey, no, you're going to be president. That is, that is, a psychological manipulation, psychological corruption. Trying to play on my psychology so that in Gumfa we know. I'm immune to those kind of things. I'm immune. I don't need your praises. I don't need them because they are not real. They are not real. Tomorrow when I don't agree with you, you will be insulting me. You will be calling me names. You will be accusing me of things that you have no proof for. So I don't need your praises. I don't. Hey, no, Tayali is doing this. He's talking this about this because he wants Hakainde Hichilema to forgive him. I know better about Hakainde Hichilema and my relationship. I know better. I know better. I know better. Hey, no, Tayali is doing this. Forget it. Hakainde Hichilema is a capitalist. I'm not a capitalist. We can't agree. We differ on fundamental issues. We differ on fundamental issues, and those fundamental issues, the Hakainde Hichilema's attitude is capitalism. Look at the way he's doing with the mines. He's giving the mines to foreigners. Me, I say Zambia must be owned by Zambians. That is what I say. Hakainde Hichilema is giving to foreigners. Me, I say Zambia must be owned by Zambians. That's my policy. That's my slogan. That is my ideology. We are different. We are different. When you talk about taxes, me, I say the rich must be taxed. Hakainde Hichilema say, no, come on. We need investors. The rich must be relieved of taxes. So we have fundamental differences. And I know this. You don't need to tell me. I know this. I know this. And those are differences. No, you should just apologize. What am I apologizing to Hakainde Hichilema? What have I done that I'm apologizing for? No, just apologize. No. So I know what I'm doing, but with all these differences, I look at reality. I look at things which are happening. I look at the possibility of Hakainde Hichilema leaving State House. When I say Hakainde Hichilema is likely to bounce back in 2026, it is not because I'm supporting Hakainde Hichilema, no. It is looking at the reality as it is. Hakainde Hichilema, the next elections, as if things remain as they are. If things remain as they are, mark my words. You may not like this. You may call me names for it. I don't care. But the truth of the matter is that if the political landscape remains as it is, we are not changing government in 2026. We are not changing government in 2026. No matter what you say, We are not changing government in 2026. If things remain as they are, we are not changing government in 2026. And you can be saying, you know, I hear a lot of people, no, abantu na bafulwa, abantu na bafulwa, abantu shanshan akainde tabale mufwaya, we shanshan. Are you for real? Are you for real? What criteria do you have that, you know, abantu bonse na bampata akainde ichirema na bampata? What criteria do you have? Because even on social media, you post something negative about Akainde Ichirema, you have many other comments coming. You have many other people coming, contradicting you. You check social media, because social media says a lot. There are still people that are speaking so positive of Akainde Ichirema. There are many. There are many people that are praising me because I've agreed with Akainde Ichirema. Why are there so many praising me? Why? Because they are there. Those people are real. No, they are real. They are Zambians as well. And of course, on the other side, there are those that don't want Akainde Ichirema. So at the moment, politically, don't cheat yourself that Akainde Ichirema has lost it all. No. Yes, he doesn't have the support that he had at 2021. That is for sure. There are so many people that voted for Akainde Ichirema, and today they are saying, no, I can't vote for Akainde Ichirema. There are many that have shifted, because indeed Akainde Ichirema has not performed well. And this is one thing again with me. You know, I will never come here and say, no, Akainde Ichirema has done very well. I can't. And I know those are the things that Akainde Ichirema would not want to hear me say. He would not want, and UPND, they would not want me to say that. But those are the facts. That is my position. And I'm not that hypocritical that, you know, I will turn around like some of these friends of mine who are turning around. Now I'm not talking about but they are busy, you know, saying otherwise. I'm not like that. Understand me. Understand from where I stand. Don't just accuse me unnecessarily. Hey, no, Urupia, but you are busy accusing me. Hey, Tayali, he's motivated by money. But tawampera porupia. Nanguba wisho tawampera porupia. Nanguba noko tawampera porupia. Nanguba yama ove tawampera porupia. But you why can you have Tayali rupia? Wali pena? Because, I mean, kundi shamo kairi. Kundishamu. Not why can you have rupia tawamperapo. Ala? But and when I support you, then I'm okay. No. Look at issues as they are. I give you reality as it is. And mostly I do give you this so that at least you can know how to navigate. Upon them 2026. If things remains as they are, Akainde Ichirema is going through. Why am I doing that? I'm doing it not because I want Akainde Ichirema to go through. No. I am doing it so that I can prepare your mind. You can start, you know, thinking on how you are going to live politically. Because if you are going to be living to say, no, it's okay, come to Kefia Akainde Ichirema. Kailia leya. Leya. Waisa mono ya posta. Leya. Leya. You will want for wino. One man okula number. You get excited and you start doing things thinking leya. Erotaka ye. What are you going to do? Especially young people. Me, I speak especially for the young people. When you are young, yes, you need to participate in politics, but be very careful. You are young, you don't have a job, and you take this strong political position. Where are you going to be employed? You get excited. excited because somebody alepunda, aleya. Now when you get excited per social media every day, haka inde ichile maleya. Meanwhile, waumfuati teachers recruitment, watch ta apply. I mean, how are you going to get a job? How are you going to get a job? How are you going to get a job if you are politically every day per social media? Every day I mean, you may even be right, by the way. You may even be right. But, you know, you are young. You are still trying to find your way into life. You are still trying to find a way into life. You cannot be attracting a controversy, adversary, you know, when you are still young, because you don't know where the opportunity will come. You don't know which company is going to employ you if they realize to say, per social media, you are so negative. Which company is going to employ you? Businessmen, they work with the government of the day. They work with the government of the day, even if they don't agree with the president who is there. But businessmen, they work with the government of the day. You will not find employment if you are overly political. I mean, some of you like to say, hey, why don't you bring your children to come and demonstrate? You think my children will come and demonstrate? You think my children, I mean... My children, you won't even find them on social media. You won't. You won't. And even politically, even when I'm with them, my children, we don't talk politics. We don't talk politics. I protect my children and my family away from politics. I'm telling you. Those of you who know my children, interact with them, ask them about politics. They will not engage you. They will not. They will not. I protect my children away from politics. Yes, I'm a politician. Yes, I'm controversial like this. But you won't get a political opinion all from my children. You won't. I can assure you that. I can assure you. I tell them, this is not time for you. You need to build your life. You need to build your life. You need to build your life. So anyway, you are frustrated because you don't have a job. You bring your frustration on social media. You bring your frustration on social media and you start talking. And some of these politicians, they even use you. Very good. This one. You are the chairman. You are the provincial chairman. When muntu afumeve ku university, na degree ile tonana menshi. You have never been employed. And you take a job in a political party as a provincial chairman, district chairman. How are you going to be employed? How are you going to be employed? How are you going to be employed? How? Hakainde Ichilima may be very bad, I'm telling you. He may be very bad. But you have to be very careful. Don't be excited by some of these politicians that tell you, that excite you. Hey, no, do this, what? Politicians just use. Some of these people. You would never touch them. You would never come close to them if it is not for politics. You will never, some of these people that you praise, where, you will never even come close to them. Messages, I respond to your messages. I respond to your comments. Some of these, do they even respond to your comments? Do they even engage you? They don't. Because their politics is a business for them. And you are just the material that they are supposed to use. That's why they don't tell you the truth. They excite you. But that excitement is not for you. It is for them. It is for them. I am not saying we should not participate in politics. I am saying that be very careful. Be very careful, especially you young people. Be very careful. Because you might be fighting at the wrong time. And this time around, no matter who is saying, hey, no matter who is saying that, they don't have the capacity at the moment. They don't have the capacity. Don't think that have taken this position. I have seen how things are going. So I need to be very careful. And I'm advising you, be careful. Be careful because this Hakainde Hichilema, you might have him for a longer time than those other people who, abantu bakwatotuma ama zero my elections. 0, 0, 0, 2, 3, 4. Well, you have failed to marshal political movement. You have failed to marshal it. You have failed. If you think to alamwebantu mulelolesha wino. Ama politics teyabana. Ichikwanga chimwena kumamparanya. Bamu abantu ma politics yali bakana. Bamu abantu ama politics yali bakana. Nangu ipatikisheshani yali bakana. Because some people, they are not just politicians. You form a political party and you are a politician. No, some people, they are just not politicians, because some people, they cannot attract, that they don't have the charisma. They can't bring people. They can't really excite people. Some they can't. Bali fina kwati ni pamanda. Bamu abantu bali fina kwati ni pamanda muntu wandi. Ngo amulolesha amoneka fyo muntu kwati luputa luli pamanda. Very difficult. No matter baseke, no matter balande filishani, but bali fina vya mdala. Luputa lwa pamanda. Bali fina. So uyu muntu wafina mma politics abakwati ni pamanda paluputa. Ingesa wina my elections. Ole konkere na jawe. Hey. Akuri yako fe rupia nga bakupera. But no rupia tabapera mamambara. No rupia tabapera. But they are just busy exciting you. Baka miladika panse. Ine. Inchile sapota aka inde ichile mandemi yebe fishinka. I am looking at your welfare. I am concerned for you. That's why I come here. Ndemi sulamenso. Kumi sulamenso. Tekwati yo tayari na wamupera. Yo tayari alefo kuwera. Iyo na papata. Mwira ivepa. I am not looking at myself coming to Zambia anytime soon. Mungu fuikisha wino. I am not looking at coming back to Zambia anytime soon. I don't see it coming. I don't see it coming. That is, of course things can happen. But my plans and my focus is not coming to Zambia anytime soon. That is my focus. Whatever I do when I'm working around, when I'm planning and everything, I don't plan landing at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport. No. I'm not seeing that anytime soon. I am coming back. I will come back. But I'm not seeing it happening now. So when I talk about these things, it's not that I am negotiating my way back to Zambia. No. But as much as I feel like that, does it mean anybody here? Yeah? I'm not seeing it. Our hope was with Edgar Lungu. That is our hope. The only man that can challenge Hakainde Hichilema properly, it's Edgar Lungu. After Edgar Lungu, Patari, after Edgar Lungu, Hakainde Hichilema is in State House. Next is Edgar Lungu. After Edgar Lungu, apapakati apa, patari tapali abantu apa. You have got Nganintamfu. You can even say that, Hakainde Hichilema is at 5 kilometers. After 5 kilometers, next It's Edgar Lungu following behind, right behind, per 8.5 kilometers. After 4.5 kilometers. After 4.5 kilometers, the next person, adimuma meters, 500 meters. I'm giving you an example. If you look at a distance, if you put Haka in the H to say, are 5 kilometers ahead, the next one would only be Edgar Lungu following at 4.5 kilometers. After 4.5 kilometers, abapakati hapa. Ulaisa mkukonka poni mini 800 meters. 800 meters. And I can challenge you that I might be that person following 800 kilometers. I can challenge you, so given all things being equal, so Mozambique, all things being equal, Mozambique, I can be there. No mangala kwata fenama afira kwata puna nama afu, but you know, you also need time. Time is of essence. Time is of essence. Even na kwata maafu apa, so I couldn't say that kutna isa na win. You need time. So because I need that, but today if I were to contest elections, na wonsa wabe ne mulelumba, tekoba tinde wakista reduce ndeme wabe fishinka, ngabalefu abampate evandisha. So you can hate me if you want. I don't bloody care. I don't. But like I can tell you the fact that twine in my elections, once in our mupenda banani twine in my elections. All things being equal, I'm telling you, I can be that third person. I can be that third person at 800 kilometers, at 800 meters. Ababambiuku, awe bambiuka basanga na kuma centimeters. Centimeters, 10 centimeters, 30 centimeters. Vamo millimeter. So this is a reality. Man. And I'm telling you this, that whatever you are doing, you think properly. You can challenge me on this one unless a miracle happens. Unless a miracle happens, keep this video. Keep it. And come and challenge me in 2026. Unless Edgar Lungu comes in. Tapali. I know some people say, no, akasara fi Edgar Lungu. Akachita no inte Edgar Lungu. Politics they have an. Politics they have an. Akasara Edgar Lungu, te Edgar Lungu. Akasara Edgar Lungu, te Edgar Lungu. That is for sure. Akasara Edgar Lungu, te Edgar Lungu. Kanofia mwine fe Edgar Lungu mfia aivikapo. Ima wanse mwabalefu atinga mwalefu aka inge ichilem hae. Tampenu start fighting. If you can, let me tell you, this is very important. If really you think that you can beat Haka in the Ichilema, make Haka in the Ichilema, declare Edgar Lungu legible. This is Nkama. I'm giving you a secret. No matter which way you do, you may not like me. The only way you can win an election or to move Haka in the Ichilema is if you can force Haka in the Ichilema to bring back Edgar Lungu on the ballot. And you don't just be shouting on social media, no, Haka ballot. Act. If you can push Haka in the Ichilema to a point whereby he feels, I think Edgar Lungu must come back. Like the way it happened when Haka in the Ichilema was charged with treason. You remember? When Haka in the Ichilema was charged with treason, there was so much pressure such that Edgar Lungu had to bow, had to bend to release Haka in the Ichilema. That is what you need. Edgar Lungu is a political prisoner. He's not in prison, but he's a political prisoner. He's in the prison of politics, where he has been sentenced, he has been convicted, ineligible, life, ineligible. He has been sentenced for life, ineligible. But if you can fight for Edgar Lungu to bring him back, whether shani, even if ukusalo muntu, Edgar Lungu kusalo muntu, pakwati, uyo muntu fipange sensi. there must be pressure. And that pressure must start with Edgar Lungu himself. Edgar Lungu must really be there, mounting that pressure. You must start by putting pressure. Mwawika nkuni kuli Edgar Lungu, mwawika nkuni kuli Edgar Lungu, mwawika nkuni. Umulilanga wabilima kuli Edgar Lungu. Whether terminina or I meanina, then it can make sense. But kuli Edgar Lungu ngana kushima. If on Edgar Lungu's political side there is no fire, forget it. Edgar Lungu will not endorse somebody from South Africa to say, hey, I'm appointing Chite, and you think it will work. There must be fire there. There must be fire. Fire in him, Edgar Lungu, to a point that, kutaimina or ngaifichinja teminine apelo muntu, there will be fire. Not when it is cold. When there is no fire, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Somewhere one to get me right. This is not a support for Hakainde Hichilema. No, it is not. But it is giving you things as they are. Things as they are. Don't cheat yourself. No, abantu na abafulwa. Abantu na abafulwa. Ndamye balionse. Abamena abantu mulanda po. Bantu nshi. Are you telling me just because you and your few friends agree, then that's it? What about these others? Venate bantu. Those who are defending Hakainde Hichilema, ushevenate bantu. Imwefe ni mwefe mwa bantu. And you know what? If there is a page where you can get some objectivity, it's my page. If you can, there is a page where you can get some objectivity, it's my page. Because on my page, epo muisa mkulongana. Those who are in support of the PF mulesa mkulongana, those who are kuliba UPND mulesa mkulongana, and you see the divergent views depending on what I say. If I say something positive about Hakainde Hichilema, you will see, others, those who are with Hakainde Hichilema supporting me now. Now you are talking. You should continue like this. Then you will see now those who are on the other side. Hey, Nabakuli Shamo. Hey, you want to come back. You are pleading for pardon. If I speak otherwise, by UPND. Hey, Edgar Lungu. Hey, Indalama Shaba PF. Hey, Olele Indalama Shaba PF. Because here, but on some of these pages, for example, you go per page yava UPND, page yava UPND, and you say no, Hakainde Hichilema has got support. What do you expect? It's a page for UPND. The people who are there are supporting Hakainde Hichilema. Of course, you go on PF page. You go on a PF page. I mean, what do you expect? You find positive comments on PF. You go on a person who is clearly, but we are consistent. Those people that you call consistent. If you go on a page, I don't know. I don't want to market people unnecessarily. But now we show my pages. There are those pages. Page fee. Mwalimu ishono kushima tu yumuntu yuni PF. Alanda pepani PF waba Edgar Lungu. I mean, what do you expect? What kind of comments do you expect there? Of course, there will be positive comments, and those are the people that you use to measure to say, abantu naba fulwa, naba fulwa sana. Hey, you go and see, ama comment. Mulai mfisha wina, mweka. You are the same. Yes, like even at for Tonse Alliance. You go on a Tonse Alliance. You go on a Tonse Alliance page. On a Tonse Alliance page. I mean, what do you expect? You have 90 comments. Positive about what they are talking about. And they will be consistent. They will be always attacking. And you feel good now. These are the people. Tayali tawa consistent. Konkenya are consistent. They are consistent in what they believe in. I don't believe in PF. I don't believe in UPND. I believe in Economic and Equity Party. That's where I believe in. That's where I belong. And my political strategy is not to go into either PF or UPND. That is my political strategy. That's why I've remained up to today. I remain to say I'm Economic and Equity Party president. Because my political strategy is not to go there. My political strategy, I want to get the reasonable Zambians. Reasonable Zambians. The neutral Zambian. That's my target. That is my target. My target is not, I'm not interested in you, PF. I'm not. You, PF, I'm not interested in you. I'm not. I'm not interested in you, by UPND. I'm not. I'm not interested in you. You are UPND, remain there. You are PF, remain there. I'm not one of you. I am not one of you. Get it in your heads. But PF, I'm not one of you. I'm not one of you. But UPND, I'm not one of you. I am Economic and Equity Party. I am Economic and Equity Party. I am not. Ina, I'm not. I'm not, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I don't want. I don't want. I am remaining pakati ndala wandi. Pakati nende da pakati. Epon gender. My vehicle is pakati kwa. Eyo njenda muntu wandi. Not you. Awe. I will agree with you on one issue, but I will not. I'm not one of you. I'm not one of you. So stop considering me at you. Stop it. Stop. Don't put me that I'm one of you. I'm not one of you. I'm not either side. I'm not UPND. I am not. And I've never been. I've never been. I've sat with you. I've associated with you. But why haven't I joined you? You think I'm a fool? Why haven't I joined you? I'm a small guy. My political party, Mulandatawe, you are the Secretary General, you are what? But I've maintained. You think it is for fun? Ndatontonkanya, nalikwata oblangata mumutwe. Ero nalikwata ma strategies. I have strategies. Strategies. That's why you fight at the wrong time. You fight on battles that you cannot win. You are fighting cyber law. You are fighting it. What are you going to achieve? You have no strategies. You are fighting this. Hey, cyber law. You are very busy. Hey, cyber law. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Tell me. Tell me what you're going to do about that cyber bill. What powers do you have? Arisaina kariaka inde ichirema. Arisaina. What social media? Cyber law. You don't even understand it. You will just be talking. It will not go anywhere. That's why no, it is pressure. Hakainde Ichilema has released the GPM because of pressure. What pressure? Who are you? Who are you? Tell me one issue where you have won. Tell me one issue where you have won. Where you put pressure and you made the Hakainde Ichilema do something. Tell me. Strategy, Muntwandi. Strategy. You are focusing on cyber law, wasting your time. Whoa. What are you going to do? And I'm talking to you, young people. Don't follow some of these politicians without strategy. Kumbo, Yamfua. They will just take you in the ditch. These politicians, some of these politicians you follow, they will just take you in the ditch. They will not take you anywhere. Hey, no, Tayali is not consistent. Tayali is the most happening politician in Zambia. Opposition politicals in Zambia. Who is going to stand with me? Because strategy. I even know what I fight. No, but cyber bill. Hey, you're not talking about cyber bill. Fishing there and there. Why am I going to waste my time on cyber bill? Why am I going to waste my time? You think I'm going to change it? You think I'm going to change it? Can you change cyber bill, cyber law? It is there. How can you change? What is going to change? What is going to change? Okay. Hey, Mr. President. Okay, this cyber. So what are we going to do? You should be asking them. What are we going to do to change it? Because when you talk, there must be action that follows whatever advocacy. When you are advocating, there must be something that you want to achieve at the end of the day. At the end of the day, what are you going to achieve? Are you going to make a kind of to change that thing back? You are not going to do that. You are not. So you're wasting your time. But when I tell you this, it is not that I'm supporting the cyber law. I'm not supporting it. But at the same time, I need to be realistic to tell you that this law is there to stay. It is there to stay. Get it clear in your heads. Get it very clear in your heads. I am not supporting it, but I'm telling you that this law is there to stay. It is not going to go away. No, hey, Bataka in the Ichilema said, Bataka in the Ichilema said, Bataka in the Ichilema said, Bataka in the Ichilema. Wake up. He said he's now president. He is now president. Haka in the Ichilema. The Haka in the Ichilema, you in opposition. He is now president. And when you are in that position, I mean, we need to be realistic. We need to be real. We need to be real. You people, you don't understand politics. You don't understand how these things work. The Chilufya Tayali that you are seeing today, he becomes president. It has to take a lot for Chilufya Tayali to remain the way I am. I won't come when I will be president because I will be, that's one thing. I won't be coming here now talking like this. Whoa, the way I'm talking. No, I won't. Na voice ikachinja, ne milanjire ikachinja, ne miendere ikachinja, na skinny ikachinja. But anyway, I think skinny and is just alright. But fila chinja muntu andi. Fila chinja. It is being basic when you keep saying, ah no, hey but he said, Tamuch to understand. If Donald Trump, you remember Donald Trump, ni finger and Donald Trump. Ni finger, how many things did Donald Trump talk about? Of course he's implementing some things, but certain things he's not. Certain things he has backtracked on certain things. For example, a good example is TikTok. Is TikTok. Donald Trump, when he was co-opposition, the way he was talking, it was like the moment he comes in, the TikTok issue will be resolved. Today, TikTok issue is still there. It's still there. And listen to Donald Trump when he's talking about TikTok. I'm talking about TikTok. I've taken an example of TikTok because that is social media issues. That is social media issues. And some of you were saying, no, but the issue of TikTok is different from the cyber. It is the same thing. TikTok has got so much influence on the American population. And the American government doesn't want to risk. It doesn't want to risk to lose control of each state through social media, through a platform like TikTok. They want some Americans to be part of TikTok so that at least they can have some control. They can have some control through the American presence in that company. Because some of you argue, but you don't understand the issues. At the end of the day, it is the issue of, the power that social media has. And America, they don't want to risk. They don't want to risk having this company that is reaching out to so many people, reaching out to so many business communities. They don't want that. It is the same thing. It is about controlling the cyberspace. It is about controlling the cyberspace. That is why they are saying, no, vote for, sell some shares to some Americans. Not just independently owned by other people. They don't want that. It is about control. It is about controlling the cyberspace. So, whilst the American ambassador is talking about, no, Zambian government is doing this and whatever, America is made a law to bar a company that has given freedom to the American people to express themselves. They made a law, they had to make a law to bar one company. They don't play around. Don't play around. This thing that you are seeing, cyber law, it will not go anywhere. It will not. I'm a politics. Politics is about perceptions. Politics is about what people hear and what people say. That's all. Politics is not material. Politics is about perception. It's about forming opinions. It's about making people believe in something. Through talking, through acts and whatever. So, no government in this world is going to allow the cyberspace to be free for all. Let them not cheat you. Let them not cheat you. Social media is a challenge to any government in this world. Social media is a challenge to any government in this world. So don't be cheated to think that, you can be given that freedom. I mean, even me, where I am right now, I'm telling you, I can craft a message that can cause kafafwa in Zambia right now. Right now, I can cause kafafwa in Zambia just by talking. Just by talking, I can cause kafafwa in Zambia. And so that kafafwa, governments are controlling themselves. All the governments. And this is why I was telling you that when you are being a cantankerous on social media, don't think that you are safe anywhere. Don't think that you're safe anywhere, because even that government where you are, even that country where you are, they are threatened by social media. They are threatened by social media. If I was a careless guy, I wouldn't have gotten the asylum that I have. If on social media, really, I was careless with the way I talk, there is no way they are going to give me asylum. You will find it difficult to get asylum. Some of these guys, they are finding it difficult to get asylum. Why? Because when they check your social media and they really see that your government has a point, they can't give you asylum. They wouldn't have given me asylum if when they checked my social media. My dear, I had to appear before panels, not one panel, panels of different wings of security, what, for them to give me you go through a lot. I'm telling you. Why are all these other guys, they are not yet talking about asylum? Why? Because they check. When you say no, social media, they tell you which social media platforms do you run. And you have to tell them not only the ones that you are running now. They ask you previously, which one were you running? They ask you, when did you first enter into social media? Social media took me about 3 hours. 3 hours being interviewed on social media. 3 hours. 3 hours being interviewed on social media. I went in at 10 o'clock. I only came out at 13 hours because of naena lunch at lunch. But they were there grilling me on social media. They had a meeting. They said, we'll come and continue at 15 hours. I went back at 15 hours. I had 1 hour on social media. So social media teyakwangala kobani. Teyakwangala ko social media. It is powerful. So don't be cheated that in Zambia you will be given free space. Even me, I will not promise you that. I'm telling you, I will not. Because then my government will be at risk. My government will be at risk. My government would be at risk. Any government that messes around, that takes it lightly on social media, that government might go. That government might go. So when somebody is taking, no, social media, relax social media. Be careful. What is their motive? What is their motive? What is their motive? And let's face it, even yourselves, the people that, that interact on your pages, just on your page, how do you feel when people are attacking you on your page? How do you feel? On your account, you post a picture. You post a picture and then Mambo could understand. But your lipstick, but your whatever, how do you feel? How do you feel? Just on your account. On your account, how many people have you blocked? How many people have you blocked? Because even you, in your little small spaces, you have cyber laws. On your small account, you have cyber laws. How many of you have locked your pages? How many of you? These days, you can't view pictures of people. They have locked. Why have you locked? Why have you locked? Why have you locked? Why have you locked your pages? Why have you locked your pictures? Why? Why are you deleting people? Why are you deleting? Why are you blocking people on your pages? If you want freedom of expression, if you want people to say whatever they want, why are you blocking people on your pages? Why are you locking your account? Why? Isn't it to protect yourselves? Now you don't want the government to protect itself. You don't want government to protect other people. Ndamista block na misura no kumisura. Other people, they don't even block, they don't even bad Mr. sentence. They have sentenced you for life. They don't even unblock you. And it was Easter. I have unblocked everyone except one man. There is one man that really just messed me up. He's a crook anyway. He's a crook and he's just whatever. Come in. So this guy is not a real guy. And yet he comes. I know him, a very crook. Whatever. Anyway, let me not promote his name. Let me not promote a criminal. I have unblocked people. I've unblocked people. But others bad me blocker. It's for life. Even you, some of you have blocked people for life. You can't even entertain them. You can't. But you want government to be open. You want to campaign now, your government, you want it to be closed. You want to be open. You want your government to allow you to insult others, and yet you are not allowing people to insult you. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? Anyway, you want government to give you the freedom to insult others. You want government to give you the freedom to create a falsehood. But you don't want people to create falsehood on you. You don't want, It's okay for you to accuse Chilufya Tayali. Hey, Tayali, hey, you are being paid. But if I say the same thing about you, you go and report to police. What nonsense is that? What nonsense is that? So, let's think properly about this cyber law. Haka Indechirema said whatever he said. Forget it. That guy is now president. He's now president, and some of these things, it is out of ignorance. He also spoke out of ignorance. He also spoke out of political expediency. But now, he is in charge. He is in charge. Whatever he said, he was saying it as opposition. He might have been ignorant. He might have been saying it just to excite you. But now he's president. Now he has to be responsible. Now he has to be responsible. As much as I am out here, as much as I've got issues with the UPND government, I don't want my state to be broken down. I don't want my state to be broken down. Where am I going to be president if the state is broken down? Where am I going to be president? No. So I must help Hakainde Hichilema to keep that state. Yes, so that at least the state let it be there. So that Nainen can save up. But Hakainde Hichilema might not have been like me. Hakainde Hichilema might just have been, obsessed with getting power. And he said whatever he said. The same thing with these other people that are telling you. Because some of these people that are telling you these things, they are dictators. They are dictators. Inangana dimi never tunambo ukuba puisha wa opposition. Vano no bengesana na biminina. Vano no bengesana na biminina. Some of these people, if I were just to stand up and start attacking you, if anything, you should be grateful that I don't even attack you. And no, Tayali, why do you speak against your opposition? I don't speak against them. Because if I were to speak against them, they would not remain standing. So, Mule Tasha, no, you don't attack your fellow opposition. I don't attack them. If the day I will decide to attack them, they will not stand. They will not stand. Many of them cannot stand. So some of these people that are busy talking, they are worse dictators. Then moreover, PF, you don't even have to talk about cyber law. You should be ashamed. Any of you PF members talking about cyber law, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourselves to even open your mouth to talk about cyber law. You people, you are the one that brought this nonsense. You people, you were used, you abused. You abused the law to fix us. Even before this law was not there. When you are coming to my house, searching me left, right, and center, getting my things, getting whatever, inconveniencing me, treating me like a criminal. For what? For what? Because I used to talk. I used to tell you things that would have helped you. But you are coming to me and treating me like a criminal. But today you want to talk about freedoms. What freedom can you talk about? Which freedom did you give to people you? So a PF, you should not even be talking about it. And then even some of these other politicians, some of you, you were businessmen. You were businessmen. You were running businesses. Were you democratic in your institutions? How did you treat people? Be real. I'm saying this so that at the end of the day, this is not for me to attack the opposition. This is not for me to support Hakainde Hichilema. This is for me telling you, my dear citizens, that focus on something else. Don't focus on some of these things that will not bring anything to you. Some of you are talking about this bill. You don't even understand it. You don't even understand it. You know nothing about it. You know nothing. If I were to conduct, I'm sure 98% of you people talking about cyber law, you have not even read one paragraph. You have not. You have not. Not even one paragraph. You haven't. You understand nothing about it, but you are busy talking so that you money. You are wasting your time. This law has come to stay. Hakainde Hichilema signed it. He will never take it back. And even other countries, even the American, have spoken about the American because, the ambassador spoke about us. Even America itself, don't think that there is there is freedom there. Why was Donald Trump banned? Yeah? If you are talking about, no, America, Donald Trump was banned for life. He was banned for life. Per Facebook. Facebook was being used by politicians in America. Facebook was being used by politicians. If you are critical of a government, of their interest, they were censuring you. Many people, there is Candice Owen. Candice Owen has been complaining where things are being blocked. Here, whatever, they are being blocked. So don't think that this is don't be naive. Don't be naive that elsewhere it is better. No, it is not better anywhere when it comes to social media. Social media is powerful. Social media is powerful. No government is letting social media to just run as it is. Even in Britain, there was a law recently There was a law recently in Britain that was passed regarding social media when there was those, protests and all. So don't be cheated. Don't be cheated by some of these politicians who just care for themselves. They talk like they care for you. They just want to make noise. They just want to make noise. But themselves, if they were to come, they will do worse than this aka in the Ichilem. They will do worse than this aka in the Ichilem. No, support your fellow opposition. I cannot support my fellow opposition anyhow. Some of these opposition, they would be worse off. Aka in the Ichilem, at least in the corner kuno. Dimbibenanga bali msana eliminatically. They will come in, stay clear. So I'm not going to support anyhow. I'm not going to support anyhow. I'm not going to support anyhow. So stop, drop that nonsense of, no, your fellow opposition, drop that nonsense. Not with me. Not with me. Talk about individuals. Talk about this one. Talk about this one. And then I'll give you an opinion what I think of that one. Don't talk about opposition. Talk about this one. Hey, Tayali, what about this one? I'll give you my opinion about that one. Hey, what about this one? I'll give you an opinion about that one. And when I tell you that some of these people are worse than Hakainde Hichilema, it is not to say Hakainde Hichilema is doing good. No. It is not that. It is just being realistic. The same way I used to say, between Edgar Lungu and the HH, Edgar Lungu is a lesser evil. When I said that, I didn't mean Edgar Lungu was an innocent man. No. He had his weaknesses, which is why I was even being arrested. Some of you talk like in PF I had it easy. Hey, PF was loading you money, whatever. If they were loading me money, why haven't you seen me appearing Muniba Dek Namu Shan? Why haven't you seen me? Why am I not? Why don't I have something proceed of crime? You busy telling no, PF was giving you money. Why don't I have even one property to say proceed of crime? Because even me, if I was involved, even if you PF, I mean, if I were just involved in those kind of things, I would have gone. But you will never find anything relating to money. Nothing. Bambi ukoningu mfati $26,000 at obtaining money by false pretense. You will never hear of those kind of things with me. No. Financial things, no. And yet my candidate, hey, Tayali. Why am I not mentioned in financial issues? Why? Tayali, you said this. Tayali, you said this. Not if you be more. And I'm very straightforward. Now, when they very straightforward. If there is a money transaction, I would be very straightforward. Very, very straightforward. Ishaba mulifia kirikiti. Hey, Tayali, money. Hey, PF. Wawa kwatamana proceed of crime. Muleba mwana kuma court. Ngaine, mwani mbonako. Up to now, you still call me Mushani Nagwani. Why? Because I'm still who I am. Anyway, now I'm here. Naranda san. But I'm very happy that I missed this point of Cornelius. But I'm happy about Cornelius. You see, this is another thing. Another thing that, I need to mention this. You know, Cornelius Mweta, I didn't know. And today I saw the clip of Cornelius Mweta talking to say he was advised by president. I think that is very positive. That is very positive. And when I say this is good on Hakainde Hichilema, it doesn't mean that I'm saying no bunga wache na uchipa. I'm talking about this particular issue. To say this is good. I complained when, Mwetwa spoke or demeaned or spoke salvos against the bishop. I complained. So him apologizing, it's a good thing, which I must embrace and commend Mwetwa as well as the president. And please, let us refrain from, bringing the men and women of God into our politics. Let us refrain from that. Anyway, do you want to go? Side balo. Just behave yourself. Just behave yourself. Nothing. The only thing that is going to protect you with this side balo is good behavior on social media. That's all. That's all. There will be no law. There will be no country in the world that will give you freedom to do nonsense on social media. There is nowhere. There is nowhere in the world where, a government will act irresponsibly and allow people to do whatever nonsense. No. There is nowhere. Where have you seen social media? Go to buy. You can't just post anything anyhow. You can't. Especially these countries where, are developed, the countries that you admire. You don't see them just allowing people talking anyhow, doing things anyhow. No, you don't. So why do you want it in Zambia? For what? Efika miletero bunga. Fika miletero wali pananikani. The only thing is that just behave. That's all. That is why me safe from Saibalo. He can never be safe, I can assure you. I can assure you that young man, believe me, Milu, I can assure you that young man, it is not long from now that he will hit a snag. It's not very long. Because with those insults, there is no country that is going to welcome him. There is no country. There is no country that is going to give him asylum. You are indiscriminately and reservedly insulting on social media. And you think somebody who will be that stupid to say, it's okay, because you are insulting Hakainde Hichilema, it's okay, come and stay here. No government is going to do that. 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 Even an enemy of our government will not give, why me, asylum, a government. No. It is these politicians, unscrupulous politicians. It is these politicians, scrupulous politicians, who are using why me. Who are using why me. But it won't be long before that boy hits a snag. I can assure you that boy is going to hit a snag. It won't be long. And there again is one of those boys that they are cheating. That no, Hakainde Hichilema is going very soon. Hakainde Hichilema is going very soon. Trust me, I don't see Hakainde Hichilema going very soon. Hello? Hello?
Hello, wa President Mulishani.
Wina fem kwa Mulishani.
Ife tulifia wino. Na mulanda sana. Ife tulande kuno.
How landen?
Yeah. Otherwise, the my monakari number tuleti na fiber prisoner. Na eko ili first of all nipusha eko ili na ukonga tuleta communicate fiber prison.
So umfweni. I think the most important thing is that it's what you say. Is what you say. The cyber law is not stopping us from criticizing our government. If Hakainde Hichilema is wrong, say it. Say it. That is not a crime. That is not a crime. Expressing your opinion about your government is not a crime. What is a crime is when, instead of saying that, no, Hakainde Hichilema has not handled the issues of taxes properly, you start saying Hakainde Hichilema ali tumpasana. Hakainde Hichilema is a fool. Hakainde Hichilema, then I mean there's disrespect there. You see? You can criticize him. You can criticize the president without insulting him. You can criticize me without insulting me. Like I cannot agree with you without insulting you. That is all we are talking about.
Okay. Twatotera mkwai. First of all, therefore ya ukutasha, if you mwalanda nifuna kuyamika pa program ya lero yamene imwe mwatiuza lero, mwatipunzisa lero, mwatipunzisa meaning, mwatipreachinga lero. Why I'm saying so kuti mwatipreachinga lero chifukwa imwe potiuza simunazichosepo imwe na imwe monse mweze kuzikapo pamene mweze kutipunzisa. So you are a preacher man chifukwa mweze kutipunzisa tonse kuyambira kuli imwe kufika kuli wa opposition kufika na kuli wa ruling party na ma youth wonse mwagwirako simunasiyeko iya manje baja bamene sibamvesa bwinobwino baona monga imwe muli kumbali imozi ya mene iwo bayanganiramo, but ifame timvera kuno tiona kuti imwe muli kutipunzisa tonse. You are a preacher man, ni mwasogoleri amene mumapunzisa kumbali ili yonse osa pondereza muntu pa kukamba kwake pa kuchita kwake. So imwe pamene mwenzo kamba neze namvera kumvesesa bwino kuti imwe bantu wa Muzambia, imwe mayuthi wa Muzambia, imwe ma opposition ngati simugwirizana pamozi si chintu cha pafupi kuti mungatenge ulamuliro mu 2026. Chame chifunika ni kunkala pamozi. So icho mweze kupunzisa bwino pa kuona kwanu imwe. Otherwise niyamikira kwa kukulu pamene imwe mwankala otipunzisa mbali zonse ziwiri. But ngati siwachenjera mu 2026 ewa shalimo akawamo pali no time. Yeah,
it's true.
No. And upasta wanu imwe wa Tayali walingana na wa former president Edgar Lungu pa issue ija inachitika ku Mongo time ija kuomboka ceremony. Sembe anali muntu oipa mtima, sembe kunali maliro yoipisisa ija time. Manje kambaka upasta unali mwakamba peza niwe ya kuti mupitiremo osa bachita chili chonse, and for sure vana pulumuka baja bantu osa chitua china chili chonse okupaiwa pa time ija. So ndiye ulida wamene tikamba kuti upasta uli mwa imwe na upasta muli wa Israel. Ambuye azimusamalirani umoyo wanu. Zikomo kwambiri.
Zikomo. I like this scholar, you know, kukuona kwanu, you know, according to you, I like that. You know, that point, it is according to you. Indeed. You know, some of you accuse me, no, you think you're the most intelligent. You think I speak from my point of view. I speak from my point of view. If you have a different perspective, give that perspective. Don't attack me. Don't attack me. I've raised an issue. Instead of you talking to the issue, you start attacking me. He went Tayali. Because you think you are. What I've said, do you agree with it or not? If you don't agree, what do you think? What is your perspective? That is how we should be interacting. I say something, Tayali, no, you are a sellout. Hey, you have been paid. I mean, respond to the issues. I've spoken about this side below. Respond to this side below. Respond to this. Yes, you know, they're talking about 25 years. They're talking about whatever. The best that you can do is just behave yourself to avoid that 25 years. That's the best that you can do. The best that you can do, instead of you complaining, hey, but 25 years, 2 years. Avoid. The best way you can do is to avoid that 25 years by behaving yourself on social media. But when it comes to politicians, you don't, when they want to fix you, they don't need the cyber law. They will fix you anyway. I know politicians are the ones who are mostly scared. This law is not so much about you, citizens, and mostly it targets the people with influence. The people with influence. And those people with influence, if you have got influence, you are a threat to Hakainde Ichilema. They will find a case, Muntwandi. They will find a case. They can even charge you for breathing oxygen. They will find a case. No, your nose is too big, Tayali. Your nose is too big. You are taking more oxygen than others. For this, you must be arrested. They will arrest me and they will fix me. Why do you think I'm running away? You think I'm running away at no? Hey, why are you running away if you are not guilty? You are a fool. Me, I'm not a fool. Me, I'm a threat to Aka in the Ichirema. I am a threat to Aka in the Ichirema. Whether you like it or not, I am a threat to Aka in the Ichirema. I am a threat to Aka in the Ichirema. Whether you like it or not, I am a threat. And I've not started being a threat to Aka in the Ichirema today. Even when he was in opposition, why was he leaving his home on Saturday to go and report me to the police? Isn't that being scared of me? Why was he taking me to Livingstone to be beaten by whatever? Why was he taking me to Majesty to be beaten? How many times did Aka in the Ichirema sue me? Because, I mean, he realized to say, if I let go of this guy, I mean, this guy, I might not be president. So he had to fight back. He had to fight back. Now he's president. Those days, when he was not president, he was reporting me to the police. Now he's the president. What do you expect? And you think me, I'm going to say, hey, no, just because I've spoken, I've agreed with Aka in the Ichirema, then he's going to forgive me and bring me back home. You think I'm a fool? Yes, muntu andi. Pari oxygen mdala. Why are you breathing in oxygen? But no, I must breathe in oxygen. No, but why is your nose this big? Apo penye waingira. Kiri tama lawyers tayari moneka. Ulesa mkufuma mdala kumoneka wati GBM. Mchifungo mwachabe. Na mwana mdala GBM wafumile. Mchifungo mwachabe mdate mwako angalira mudia. Te mwako angala iwe. No, so you should have been here. By now you should have served 1 year. Ulichipuva. Anyway, I think I've made my point. Let me leave it here. Thanks very much for following. But my brothers and sisters, yes, let's do politics. But as you do politics, be careful that you're not manipulated by others. You are not abused by some of these politicians who are selfish. Especially if you are young. You are looking for a life. I encourage, I say, engage carefully. Engage carefully in politics. Engage carefully on social media. Engage carefully on social media. You don't have to worry about this cyber law. You don't have to worry about this cyber law. You have to worry about your future. You have to worry about your future. Because if you mess up your future, I mean, these politicians will never look after you. They will never look after you. Hey, whatever, they are busy encouraging you on social media. Their children are away from all this nonsense. Starting with my children. I've told you, me, my children, you won't see, I'm telling you, my children, they know. They know. I discourage them big time. Big time. Big time. Even when I'm with my children, we don't talk politics. We don't. We are alone, Munganda. We don't talk politics. We don't. Hey, Iwe. Hey, poster. Hey, tell Aka in the Ichirema. Hey, insult him. Whatever. Hey, continue. Continue. When you get stuck, they will not look after you. Epo mperere mkwai. Musenda mepo mtende. May God bless you. And once again, happy Easter. God bless you. God bless Zambia. Bye.